Okay, this is a quick video on smart objects that I use in Photoshop. So whenever these actions are applied, it turns the background photo into a smart object. And you can see that by this little symbol here. And essentially what it is I'll just right click on the layer there and I'll go edit contents. So what we've got, this is the actual base image. So it's at 50% at the moment, 60%, 100%. So that is straight out of the camera in terms of pixels. That's the entire image. And you can see there's no adjustment layers, nothing. Here, this is an encapsulated folder, if you want to call it that, of the image. So if I was to, let's say, get a brush and strip it across there like that, and click Save, you can see that that's been applied into the image. So this image is essentially is nested. It's a file within a file. And if I undo that and then click Save again and come out, we're back to where we were. And the beauty of smart objects and the reason why they get used is that if I resize this image and I take it right down like this, and there it is there, you can see the image. If this was not a smart object, basically all the information would be lost. I'll show you in a second. So I've made the image small, and now I will go and make the image big again. So about there, that'll do. You can still see that the detail is still there. When we get to 100%, it still looks the same. If we go into the raw image, so the nested image, and we try and resize this, so essentially, as if no smart object had been applied, and we've resized it down, and now we've resized it back up again. You can see that it's all blurry. All the detail has been lost, and you can't get it back. So this is essentially why we use smart objects, because let me just go back to there. Actually, that's a good point. If I just zoom in and then go back to the original image, you can see the difference. So I'll just resave that and close it. And on this image, I'll go back to there. So resizing down and bringing back up loses quality. With a smart object, the image is always retained. So any edits that you need to do, let's say here for this removal of this tree, for instance, just there, that needs to happen in the smart object. So you would edit contents, go in, make your change. So in this case, if it was something like that, hold on, sorry, I need the patch tool, and yeah, something like that, and then clicking on Save, we would be able to make make changes. I'm not saying that that's complete, but that's how you make changes to the base image. So that's essentially it for smart objects, and they're really powerful and really useful, and should always be used. Great, thank you. Cheers.